SMT Nation, we back. Nation, Verizon's got this new initiative. It's called Test Force. It's basically a campaign. I would say I think it's more about public perception. And I think it's a bit of a PR stunt, in my opinion. And I'm going to explain why. But so there's a piece of it that I think is good. It offers its pros and benefits. And then I think there's a piece of this for us to actually be a little bit apprehensive about and how meaningful it's going to be. Anyways, it really has to do with network excellence. Let's take a look at the facts. Let's see what this is about and see if it's going to be meaningful and if it's going to help customers and Verizon with their network. Okay, so the press release from the Verizon News Center will be linked in the description. Just as a kind of like a precursor here, guys, I've known about this for weeks, and obviously let me just give you guys what the announcement is, and then I'll tell you where I stand with it. All right, so the link for the press release will be in the description, and if you guys want to support us, ways to do that are also in the description as well. All right, so Verizon has officially launched this new campaign known as Test Force. This is kind of a PR stunt, in my opinion, with respect to, Verizon saying that their engineers are obsessed with keeping their customers connected, being the most reliable, being the best in the most places, and, just having the best network across the country, quote unquote, relentlessly trying to improve the Verizon network each day. That may be true. All right, I think it is actually. I think Verizon does try to really push that narrative with respect to network perception. T-Mobile's is fastest, most available 5G, all those things. And then, AT&T markets theirs as fast, secure, those types of things. They all have that thing, right? And, this Test Force initiative, they've produced video content, Verizon, showing, how their engineers are trying to help keep their customers connected, different precarious locations like beaches and in cars or whatever. But they're trying to offer the best network, and they're doing it through this networking campaign. But I applaud this. I think this is great. What you're seeing is a team that's supposed to be dedicated, a specialized engineering team that are constantly testing the Verizon network, whether it's, calling, texting, streaming, downloading videos, uploading content, whatever it is, trying to show high quality experiences for customers. And when it's not, they want to fix it and make it better. All right, now, the reason why I think this is kind of sort of a PR stunt is because Verizon has always done this. They've just never named something Test Force, right? So when I look at the press release and I look at some of the descriptions here and I look at the locations and I look at what Test Force is, as a campaign, I don't know. They want you to test the network, right? They talk about the free trial, and stuff like that. I just don't know how meaningful this is going to be. I don't know. That's why I say sometimes this is really mostly about PR, because I have dealt with Verizon engineering, trying to work through different coverage area weaknesses. There's a couple of spots in Cleveland that need their attention. And I put in a network ticket. I contacted customer care. Didn't hear back from them from days. Several days go by. They get back to me and tell me everything is normal and fine, when clearly it is not. When, the calling becomes, disjointed, or the quality of it is poor, video buffers within that location, and the best thing they could tell you is everything is fine. Well, then how the hell is the network going to get better if all you say is the network is fine? I think sometimes there's a better way to go about this. I don't think that there's a strong connection between the users of the Verizon network, the engineering team of the Verizon network, and how they go about fixing problems related to the network. In fact, I've had personal friends complain to Verizon. These are 20-year customers, that there was a problem with like a small cell, and Verizon has literally said that everything is normal and it's not working properly, but they say it's normal and they say it is working properly. And they have offered cease and desist letters to those customers saying, please discontinue, stop doing this, or we're going to cancel your account. So what the hell, Verizon? You got this Test Force campaign, but there have been instances where the engineering team has been unable to find solutions for customers or address issues. So Hopefully this turns out different. I hope this team of engineers, specialized engineers, quote unquote, can figure things out better than they have in the past. Maybe it does. I guess we'll know when people start reporting more fixes coming to the network at times when Verizon may have struggled in the past with this type of concept. But it's good. I'm glad to see it. I still to this day think the best tool was when AT&T used to have the pin drop locations with the network experiences from customers. They would go into the app, identify a problem area, pin it on the map, and then engineering at AT&T would look into it. And actually, if you look into it, then that's a win, right? And not to say that Verizon engineers or whomever, the network engineers, don't know where the problems are. They have flags, they have triggers, there's software-defined items within the network that can let them know something is wrong. And most, if not all, these carriers have a network assurance team, quality assurance team to do this. But it would be good for the customer, even if it's not just perception, to get some feedback to these engineers. Hey, this location, here's the task I was trying to do, and then here was the experience. Use that data, use that information to fix the problem, improve the network. They're not going to be the only person having problems in that location. It's going to impact a lot of people. Some people aren't so bold, right? Some people aren't so proactive. They're going to mention or say anything. But if someone is, they should take that information. I think that needs to be integrated more into a network task force team than, say, for example, just a traditional engineer. You need to be more connected to your consumer base. That's where I think these companies drop the ball. You're not leveraging the customers who are willing to help you. You're taking money from these customers, and they're willing to help you free of cost. Take that information. These companies are moronic not to leverage the information from their customers. Absolute foolish, stupid, and dumb. Leverage helpful customers to your advantage. Stop with the bullshit. Help your customers based on their experiences. What say you? Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.